gearing up for my trip down to Athens for the big Tennessee-Georgia game. I'll break that down. We also have Alabama on the road at LSU. I would argue those are the two most consequential games, although Clemson's also on the road against Notre Dame. I'm just not a believer that Notre Dame's going to be able to provide much in the way of opposition. Break all those stories down for you, give you the latest on the midterm races as we sit here 4 days until the midterms. Many of the gambling markets seem to have basically solidified as we sit here 4 days out. Paul Pelosi, details continue to come out about this strange story involving his attack. We will discuss. Kyrie Irving, been suspended for 5 games over anti-Semitic comments or failure to condemn anti-Semitism. We will discuss that as well. All of that rolling your direction. If you are going to be in Athens and you want to come swing by and say hi to us, I will tweet out our location on Saturday, and I will be doing hits for Big Noon kickoff at 10:50 a.m. Eastern and 11:50 a.m. Eastern as well. Both of those as a part of the Big Noon college football program pregame show, which you can see on Fox every single Saturday from 10 to noon Eastern. But we begin with the biggest games going on this weekend in college football. Tennessee going on the road against Georgia. Credit, by the way, to Hendon Hooker for getting an endorsement deal with French's Mustard. You will recall that the mustard bottle that was thrown during last year's Ole Miss-Tennessee game and how it became immediately iconic. Tennessee starting quarterback Hendon Hooker now getting his own mustard deal, which is absolutely incredible. That is going to be a lot of fun to break down. I'll probably share it on social media, some of the pictures of that. But again, Tennessee on the road against Georgia. And to me, this game boils down to one question. If you told me I had to break down one question, it is this. Can Tennessee's defense get off the field enough times to win this game? Because I have a lot of confidence that Tennessee is going to score 34 or more points. I just do. Hendon Hooker is playing at an elite level. You've got Jalen Hyatt now playing as well as any wide receiver in America. Cedric Tillman, who was the best receiver for Tennessee before he got injured, may still well be the best receiver for Tennessee. And Brew McCoy. Those are 3 NFL wide receivers all playing at a high level. Tennessee's offensive line has been blocking fantastically well, giving Hendon Hooker time to make plays. Tennessee runs the football really well. The Vols are going to score. Okay, doesn't mean that you can't turn the ball over, although Hendon Hooker's been very good at protecting the football. Tennessee's going to score, and I think they're going to score 34 or more, as they have in every game so far this year. So the question then for the Georgia Bulldogs is, can Tennessee get them off the field or not? And I don't know the answer to that, and I think to a large degree it will depend on how well Tennessee can defend the incredible talent that Georgia has at linebacker. I have no idea whether Tennessee can defend these tight ends, whether Bowers and Washington. I have no idea how they're going to do against them. Bowers is going to be, first-round pick. He's a freak, top 10 pick probably. Nobody really matches up that well with him. I have no idea whether Tennessee has playmakers. I will say Stetson Bennett has been erratic. And he hasn't been as accurate as you might expect for him to be at times. Can Tennessee knock him off his spots? Can they manage to keep him in the pocket? Because he's a pretty athletic playmaker with his legs. Can they manage to get off the field on third down? It's going to decide this game. Because I think Georgia is going to have to score 40 to beat Tennessee. But I certainly think that Georgia can do this. I think this is going to be a shootout game. By and large, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Ultimately, I think Tennessee has a really good chance to win it. I like Tennessee plus the 8.5. I think Georgia, again, is going to have to score basically 40 to win this game. Can Tennessee get any turnovers? Can they get off the field on third down? That's the deciding factor in this game. I don't think Georgia is going to come out, even though they're very good. Kirby Smart obviously has been an elite defensive coach. I don't think that they're going to shut down this Tennessee offense. I don't think that Tennessee's suddenly going to come out and only score, 17 points or something like that. Georgia's going to be able to win 21-17. We're not going to see a game like that, I don't believe. I think Georgia's going to probably have to get to 40 to win. I think Tennessee will score 34 or more. So buckle up. It's going to be a fun one down in Athens, as big of a game as we have seen in the SEC, maybe ever, frankly, because I think you can argue, given the fact that Tennessee's number one right now in the college football playoff, and given the fact that Georgia is number one in the AP poll, we actually don't have 1 versus 2. We have 1 versus 1. And this 1 versus 1 matchup is going to be, I believe, a lot of fun to watch. Cannot wait to be down in Athens with you guys tomorrow. So I'll see you on the broadcast for that one. Alabama also going on the road against LSU. I like LSU in this one. I think that LSU is playing really well ever since Tennessee went down to the Bayou and whipped them 40-13. LSU has bounced back, took out Florida on the road by double digits, came back home and truly walloped Ole Miss, a good Ole Miss football team. This number, I believe, is out to 13.5, if I'm not mistaken, which is a pretty crazy number. I love LSU here. I'm going to look up the absolute latest number here on the apps, and right now Alabama is sitting at, let's see, I think Alabama's still a 13.5-point favorite in this one. And Tennessee gets an 8.5-point underdog. I like the Vols plus 8.5, and I like LSU. I like both of the underdogs here. I've given you a lot of my picks already, but I like Clemson to beat Notre Dame. I like Mississippi State to blow out Auburn. I like the over in the Liberty-Arkansas game. I like the under in the Kentucky-Missouri game, and I like Missouri plus the points to win this one outright. So those are among the games that are out there and the picks that I have for you as we get ready for what should be an incredible Saturday tomorrow.